Hey there, मैं हूँ बाली ब्रह्मभट्ट, लेकिन कौन किसको जानना है मैं कौन हूँ? आपको जानना है मेरे साथ कौन है? Of course, it happens to be none other than Kunal Goswami at Lyca YouTube channel. उसमें आपका स्वागत है कुणाल जी.
Thank you, thank
And
you.
it's so wonderful of him to come down. हम जब यहाँ स्टूडियो में आ रहे थे तब उन्होंने कहा कि look, I have not told anybody that I'm here in UK because I'm giving quality time. Well, let him say why he's here in London. Am I right?
Yes.
So Kunal Goswami is going to tell us about what he's doing in London.
Well, it was a very sudden trip. My son had never been here. 12 साल का है वो.
अच्छा.
तो उसकी बड़ी तमन्ना थी कि मेरे को लंदन देखना है.
जी.
डैड की तबीयत कभी कभार थोड़ी नासाज रहती है because of his age and issues. So luckily everything was good and I told dad and he said go take him with you and show him London.
That's wonderful.
So that's why I've not called any of my friends.
Yes.
It's just been quality time for Karam, my son, and that's it. Just him, me, and my wife. Simple as that.
Somebody called Bob, that's my brother, who whispered in my ear and told me he was here. And he said, "Tere ko kaise pata chala?" I said, "Guess who?" He said, "Must have been Bob." So he made his efforts and come down here. And thank you for your valuable time.
Not at all. Pleasure.
You just left them, your wife and son there.
Yes.
You know. And your son's name is Karam.
Karam.
Yeah, with an H at the end.
Yes.
Yeah. How did you choose that name?
So
very interesting name.
I just wanted him. You see, nowadays the new youth or the new young generation is coming up.
Yes.
For them to understand what karma is,
Yeah.
it's easiest for him to know that his name is Karam.
Wow.
When he'll understand and he'll ask anybody what is the meaning of Karam,
Yes.
he'll already, on his own, in his subconscious, he will be conscious of his Karam.
Wow.
So that was the whole purpose of keeping that name.
A typical Goswami, the blood of Manoj Kumar. You know what I mean?
Well, it has to be.
Has to be. He's got reasons for all names and Bhabiji ka naam Riti.
Riti.
When did you get married?
2005.
2005.
2005, yeah.
And your career, right at the beginning, was not when you were an adult.
No.
I think you were a kid when you started.
Well, actually, it started with Kranti.
Kranti.
Yeah,
Yes.
Kranti. It was
1981.
Correct. Kranti also, it was very weird that it was my vacations in school and dad asked me in the night, "Karega aap kaam?" I said, "Karunga." He said, "Kal chalo shooting mein fir."
Really? Just like
Yeah.
that? Oh, you didn't panic?
I didn't panic. No, we've grown up in this, yeah.
Yeah. That's
We've grown up in this whole atmosphere of shooting and camera and recordings and other actors coming home and we going to studios and it's, you see, it's awkward when it's new to you.
Yes. It's awkward when it's new to you.
So the only eerie thing I would say would be
Yeah.
the eerie sound of the magazine of the camera.
Yeah.
Because you're not in front of it ever.
No.
And now suddenly you are.
Yeah.
And then what happened was, I must tell you an incident.
Please.
During the Muhurat shot, I mean, when my first take was happening, it was a long, Dad has a long trolley shots, and he does.
That's Kranti film.
That was Kranti. That was, in fact, it's just the beginning of Kranti. If you see Kranti ever again, you'll see when me, Dilip Uncle, and Himaji are sitting in between a bonfire, and he's starting to narrate the whole story of the flashback. So the trolley is there. Dilip Saab is speaking. And after a certain cue, it's my dialogue, ki phir kya hua, or something. The trolley was making sound, and Dilip Saab whispers. So in the first take, he finished his line, he's looking at me. He said, "Khotiya bol, teri line hai." I said, "But meko sunai nahi de raha, aap kya bol rahe ho?" So that's how it is. So it's all informal, you know.
You would not find this in Google or Wikipedia. You're hearing it from the horse's mouth. And that makes all the difference, you know, when you hear of all these stories. Now tell me about how Ravi Kumar came about.
Ravi Kumar of Kalakar.
Yeah! You got it. That was his name in the film Kalakar,
Kalakar,
where he
yes.
was the hero. And of course, गिटार मैं अभी पूछूंगा, रियली सीखे थे? नीले नीले अंबर।
गिटार का ऐसा है सर कि I started learning music when I was 4 years old.
Oh,
So I learned percussion. Learned percussions. I used to play. I still play the tabla, dholak, drums, congo, bongo, all of them. All percussions.
तो महफिल जमेगी जब मैं कराऊंगा।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल जमती है, बड़े लोग आते हैं घर में और बड़ी महफिलें जमती हैं।
Okay.
So, in fact, before this was way back when probably during Purab or Paschim, when there used to be sittings in Kalanji Bhai's music room.
Okay.
And I remember very clearly, वर्मा मलिक जी थे ना हमारे राइट।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
तो वर्मा मलिक जी को बड़ा शौक था, बाकी लिरिसिस्ट ऐसा नहीं करते हैं, वो तबले पे ठेका बजा के अपनी लाइन सुनाते थे।
See,
हाँ,
oh,
और वो टेबल पे ही बजाते थे।
अच्छा।
हाँ, I got fancy to that, and I started also playing the tabla. Now dad ने नोटिस कर लिया, देखते बोला कि इसको सिखाओ, इनको सिखाना है।
बहुत अच्छा।
महेंद्र अंकल भी वहीं थे। महेंद्र अंकल ने बोला कल मैं हारमोनियम और तबला इनको गिफ्ट कर रहा हूँ। It came to us, and then dad found, of course he's no more now, who taught us. You know the famous Uttam Singh Jagdish Khanna. So Jagdish Khanna ji was our teacher.
Yes, 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 yes.
He is the one who taught me and my
Oh,
brother.
what a great name.
So he taught us for almost 16 years.
Really? Oh,
And then I professionally used to play in takes, in recordings,
okay.
as a percussionist.
Wow.
I used to earn 80 rupees a shift.
This I never knew.
I
Seriously.
played for Lakshmi ji, Lakshmikant Pyarlal, R.D. Burman, Bhappi Lahiri, Jagjit Singh, Mashrad Saab. I played in Bhojpuri films. I played for all recordings.
Tell me of a song.
No.
Which
I
you
mean,
have-
what I remember very clearly is a film, I think it was Prem Rog, which is that song in
Won't
Padmini.
say churi.
नहीं,
अच्छा।
Prem Rog, not Prem Geet.
प्रेम रोग, okay, okay.
राज साहब की फिल्म।
बमरे ने खिलाया।
वो नहीं, एक और थी जिसमें पद्मिनी कोल्हापुरी घर छोड़ के जा रही है और इससे डांस कर रही है।
Okay.
उसकी, you know how in recordings
Yeah.
you have Lata ji was singing that song. So in the room where the singer's room,
Yes.
you have Lakshmi ji and you have Ravindra Jain for that film
Yes.
and Raj Saab.
Yes.
So you have one percussionist inside who's playing with the music director.
Yes.
And it's making Lata ji hear it.
Yes.
That was me.
Oh, what an
Yeah.
honor.
Yeah.
Wow, what an experience. I
Yes.
must
And
say.
that's what I remember. It very
I can
clearly.
liaise with you because I've been into music rooms
Yes.
and I've been into that scene.
In fact,
and
I
everything.
keep telling a lot of people
Yeah.
that there is a different world of cinema if you go into music.
Okay.
The way the music is made, the way
Yeah.
the music is composed, the way it's recorded.
Yeah.
I mean, in our days, it was a completely different phenomenon.
Oh, obviously.
Now, this is your music studio.
Yes.
Earlier, we used to have 80 violinists, 30 percussionists. You know,
Yes.
that's how it used to be. And it
Yes.
used to be all one take.
Yes.
Everybody played together, including the singer.
Wow. Amazing experience.
Yeah.
And you know the times of उपकार, अभी तो 50 साल के ऊपर हो गए।
जी।
Films like उपकार, दूसरी फिल्में जो आ रही हैं, which will be like 50 years next year, I think, you know. And वहाँ पे जब फिल्में जब बन रही थी, were you part of the production?
Not Uppkar, because Pura Pashchim also I was very young. I got involved a little bit, I would say, from Roti Ka Bada Makan.
Okay.
Because from Roti Ka Bada Makan,
On the production side.
little bit I started understanding what camera is,
Yeah.
what timing is,
Yes.
what the light is, what cutters of light is, how to
Yeah.
take your facing correct for the light.
Yeah, yeah.
And of course, with that, what dubbing is, because you have to dub the whole film again. Started with Roti Kapda.
Yeah.
Kranti, I was completely involved.
You were?
Completely.
Tell me what you
Kranti,
did.
I assisted in production.
Uh-huh.
I assisted in direction. I assisted in a lot of trolley foot trolley ko dhakka dete the hum log.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot. So, Kranti, I would say, taught me 80-90% of whatever little I know of cinema.
You enjoyed directing.
I haven't directed, but I would definitely enjoy direction.
You would, wouldn't you?
And I think it is there in me. I can understand because, you know, a lot of times, like even when I was doing Kalakar, I remember the cameraman was, I think his name was Navakant, I think is very senior guy of the South.
Yeah.
So he told me, you know, he
Yeah.
said, Kunal, you understand lighting. You know when you walk to your mark where you have to look to take the light, which many of our actors don't know.
Wow.
So this comes from the learning from before.
Obviously.
So that really helps.
Yeah.
In fact, if you see Dad in many of his films, his own productions, in his songs, when the camera has to pan, because the cameraman is not so music oriented, he actually does this, and the camera goes there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
This is the interesting side of direction and production and all that. Now, 1991 tak, you did a spate of films and then you took a hiatus
Yeah.
for about 8 years or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Why did you do that?
So, first film was Ghungru, then there was Ricky, then there was Dogula, then there was Kalakar, then there was,
Aakhri Bazi.
Aakhri Bazi came later.
Acha.
So, when these films came,
Uh-huh.
I could see the graph going up and then going down. So what happens is when it's going down, it's better to take a back seat and analyze what's really happening
Yeah.
than to get totally flabbergasted and wonder कुछ भी कर लो
हाँ, करो करो
करते रहो बस तो उसमें क्या हो जाता है फिर आप you'll start doing wrong films, you'll start doing wrong roles,
Yeah.
which could further damage you.
Mm.
So I felt that I have come a little bit too early. And I should have waited, which my father always told me.
You did, yeah?
But it was Prakash Mehra ji, who kept convincing, because he was the one who convinced कि नहीं घुंघरू में मेरा हीरो यही रहेगा, इसको आने दो मनोज जी, ये सुपर हिट करके दूंगा इसको.
Wow, 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 wow.
और एग्जाम्पल क्या दिया था उन्होंने कि मैंने जंजीर बनाई थी,
हाँ जी.
वो भी एक दूसरे से एकदम चढ़ जुड़ी होती हैं,
जी.
और उसमें एक लंबू का हिट बनाया था,
हाँ.
और घुंघरू भी एक दूसरे से जुड़े होते हैं,
हाँ.
अब इस लंबू का हीरो बनाऊंगा.
Good thinking. That was a good thinking process there. And then after the hiatus, you did come back and
So then I took a gap.
Daddy ki film Vijay.
No. Then I took a gap, and then it was, in fact, Mansoor Khan who had contacted me for one of his films with Amir Khan,
Oh,
Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar.
all right.
I was in Delhi that time, and he wanted me to do the role of, I think Deepak Tijori played that role later on.
Okay.
So it was second to Amir Khan.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Bombay, I was in Delhi for a gap, and then...
That's quite a challenging role, that.
Yeah, so but I went, we did a lot of sittings, Amir, me, we were reading everything, but I found the role to be a little grayish. It had a little negative angle.
It
I
did.
think it has some rape or something.
It had.
Something.
It had, yeah.
So I was not comfortable with that. So I said no.
Yeah, it,
Better not to, although it was a good, Amir was already established with his first film.
but it was going towards the negative trend.
Yes, so I was not comfortable. In the meantime, Ashim Samanta contacted me.
Okay.
That's when he was making Aakhri Bazi.
Ah,
So
okay.
Ashim, of course, very old family friend. I had worked with Shakti Samanta ji earlier also.
Yeah.
So Ashim,
But kya wrote Inspector Lakshman?
so he was such a fair producer and
Yeah.
fair director.
Yeah.
He said, 3 characters हैं,
हाँ.
एक में शत्रु जी हैं,
हाँ.
2 कैरेक्टर और हैं
हाँ.
जो भाई जैसे हैं.
हम्म.
तेरे को दोनों सुनाता हूँ. तुझे जो करना है पहली प्रेफरेंस तेरी.
अच्छा. तो फिर?
तो मैंने इंस्पेक्टर लक्ष्मण वाला रोल लिया
Yeah.
और दूसरा रोल गोविंदा ने लिया.
Ah, but it suited you,
But
really.
I asked Ashim only one thing.
हाँ.
Because again, Govinda had established himself better.
But of course.
I said, Ashim, जो कहानी मुझे सुना रहा है, वो ही रिलीज पे दिखाना.
हाँ. वो मत करना क्या
He said, I promise. And that's what he did.
He stuck to his promise. Did you enjoy
I
acting
loved
with the two?
Of course.
The greats.
Of course. And Chaturji, though, again, I was familiar with Shirdi Ka Sai Baba and Kranti.
हाँ.
And he stays behind our house.
And
He used to
Govinda?
come home. Govinda I met only during this film.
During
But,
the
yeah,
film,
but
exactly.
it was great working with him.
नहीं?
Extremely great and very talented guy. Very
The
talented.
timing, yeah?
Amazing. Amazing time.
And who would you rate in your whole, of course, your dad is our favorite hero anytime, but then besides him, who would you rate?
As an actor,
as
a
an
director.
actor? As an actor.
See, it's very, there are many variables to an actor.
Amitji?
Amitji has his own area, Dilip
Shah
Sahab
Rukh
has
with
his own area,
intensity.
Shah Rukh has his own,
Yeah.
Govinda has his own,
Yeah.
Shami Kapoor sir had his own. You know,
Okay.
so it's an actor is many a variable.
Yes.
It could be tragedy, it could be romance, it could be comedy, it could be so many things put together. So director is something which is more complete.
Okay.
Me as a director will make you laugh, make him cry.
Yeah.
I will decide when you are laughing, but the
Yeah.
audience is crying.
Yes.
That's the captain of the ship who will decide that.
Oh, but of course.
So that, I would say, of course, Dad, Raj Saab, Gurudev ji,
Yes.
Raj
What great
Khosla,
names. What great
Vijay
names.
Anand.
Yes.
Brilliant. And music at that time
Yes.
was aesthetic. It was too good.
So now, how do you rate the films now and the music now?
Films now, mostly.
Yeah.
Of course, there are few which are phenomenal,
Yeah.
but mostly are chewing gums. You have them, and you're done with them, and you throw them.
What an expression.
You know, you
I've never heard that before. A good one.
yeah, because after a while you're done with it. It's not something which will last for 50 weeks.
और मिठास भी चली जाती है.
अभी तो फेंकते हो. Exactly. So,
And musically,
I don't-
but singers wise, who's happening? Male and female, you reckon? When you go to parties nowadays and you listen to
it's all
आजकल सब
momentous.
dance
It's
floor
all
वाले
momentous now. It's a new flavor every 3 months, every 4 months.
But you like a singer?
Yeah, I mean, the songs coming now.
How's Arijit?
Arijit is fantastic.
He is.
He's a very natural singer, a very natural voice.
Shreya?
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. But now there are so many more youngsters coming. You watch them on these new programs on television.
I do.
That's where Shreya's come from. That's where Sonu's come from. That's where so many of them have come from.
I'd like to comment on that, like the reality shows जो हैं,
जी.
उसमें से एक दो गिने चुने नाम आए,
Ji.
लेकिन 99% of them never get a chance.
They don't get a chance in Bollywood, or I would say in cinema. Nevertheless, they get a lot of work in shows.
They do, but then क्यों playback singers क्यों नहीं बनते?
What will happen is, like, one star singer, when he has to do a tour, will take 6 of these along with him.
Okay.
So, but this is where they will get a chance to show themselves and get a chance further.
Yeah.
Cinema is very difficult. It was Sanjay Leela Bansali in that show where he told Shreya, मैं तुमको काम दूंगा.
हाँ.
And उनको काम दिया.
दिया.
देखो ये भी किस्मत होती है.
वो किस्मत की बात है.
फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में किस्मत सबसे दुरंदर होती है. मेरे टाइम पे जब मैंने सेकंड इनिंग शुरू करी थी अपनी आखिरी बाजी, विश कन्या, ये सारी जब फिल्में करी थी मैंने, मुझे फोन आया राजश्री के दफ्तर में, राजश्री प्रोडक्शंस कि जी हम एक फिल्म बनाना चाहते हैं. राजश्री प्रोडक्शंस ऑनेस्टली बोलना नहीं चाहिए. दे यूज्ड टू मेक स्मॉल फिल्म्स विद न्यू कमर्स. हमेशा गीत गाता चल, ये सारी छोटी छोटी स्मॉल बजटेड स्मॉल प्रोडक्शंस.
Yes.
और उस दौरान जब ये फिल्में मैं कर रहा था, देवर मल्टी स्टार कंपनी में
हाँ.
3-3, 4-4 हीरो, उस टाइप की फिल्में बन रही.
हाँ, right. Family oriented.
तो मैं बोला यार ये तो इतनी छोटी सी फिल्म की ऑफर आ रही है, तो फिर गड़बड़ होने लग गया मेरा.
Oh.
वो 2-3 बार उनके फोन आए
Barjatias.
बरजाटिया
Okay.
कि नया डायरेक्टर है, नई लड़की है, नया म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर है. ऐसे यार ये तो कहाँ जाऊंगा मैं इसमें.
Okay.
आई डिडंट डू इट.
Okay.
एंड हु डिड इट?
Who did it?
सलमान खान इन मैंने प्यार किया. दैट वाज द
That
फिल्म.
was. Oh my God! You would have been the first one.
I would have been the first one. And
No.
at a Filmfare Award,
Hmm.
I was doing some performance, and after the show, we were walking to the parking lot, and Surya Banjata met me.
क्या was it?
सर आप तो मेरी फिल्म ही नहीं करते हो. ऐसे बेटा बहुत बड़ी गलती हो गई. In fact, Salman acknowledges many times whenever he meets, कहता है यार तेरी किस्मत का मैं खा रहा हूँ.
अरे wow. Honestly, this is such a revelation, and he's so honest about the
But it's the
mistakes
truth.
he's made,
Yeah.
and This is wonderful to listen to you.
Thank you.
It's like the real stories coming out kind of thing, you know.
Well, people will not know about these things.
They don't. They don't. Tell us some more interesting hadse जो लोगों को ना मालूम हो, and it's like behind the scenes stuff. Some gossip.
Yeah, gossip has never been associated with me or my father for that sake.
No, not a gossip, but you know, like a hot potato somehow.
Not really. I mean, it's been a good journey throughout. And,
Yeah.
I remember, like, if you see the part of Roti Ka Makan where Zina Ji's की death हो रही है,
Okay.
उसमें it was indoors. I think it was shot in RK Studios or Rajkamal Studios. I can't remember now. And वो जंगल के अंदर वो लेटी हुई है, शशि अंकल ने पीछे से पकड़ा हुआ है. I was at that shoot. And I was the one who told Dad कि इनके ऊपर ड्राई पत्ते उड़ाओ. उसका इफेक्ट बहुत अच्छा आएगा स्क्रीन पे.
Okay.
अब अगली बार आप देखना इस बात को.
I will.
पोर्शन देखना.
मैं देखूंगा. हाँ.
So that is where my directorial kick, I feel, started.
Okay.
Because Dad instantly took it and he flooded the whole thing with leaves.
Okay.
You must see.
I will do.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, behind the scenes is something like this, I can tell you, or what I told you about the recording.
Yeah, you came up with that genius idea of the leaves, and it worked.
So when you see it,
Yeah.
when you all see Roti Ka Makan climax,
I'll message
Zina
you.
Ji's that scene area, you must see this and notice it.
Oh man. And next year, you know, I think we are doing, which one is that? Purava Paschim? No. Roti Kapda aur Makan
Ji,
will be 50 years,
correct.
50th year. And Lyca Gold, I mean, we are going to literally celebrate it in a big way.
Oh, wonderful. That'll be
Lyca,
great.
and you are watching Lyca, of course, the viewers are watching the Lyca YouTube channel here with Kunal Goswami, the great name of a great father, Manoj Kumarji, with so many films in the family. And all I can say is we wish Manojji a very long, happy, healthy life. And God bless you for being there and looking after him. And
Thank you.
And your brother Vishal,
Yes,
he's into event management.
correct.
And he was going to take me to Nigeria a couple of times. It's come
He must be in
How?
Lagos.
Lagos.
Lagos. He goes to Lagos almost twice a year.
Yeah, that's right. So he had also built up one show. Unfortunately, I had to come back here, but there you go. But wish him well as well.
Sure.
And
Thank
it's
you.
so wonderful to speak to you.
Thank you
This
so
could
much.
go on for hours, but then we got to end it somewhere.
Thank you. And it was a pleasure being here. Lovely talking to you. Lovely meeting you.
Cheers, brother.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Jai Hind.
Kunal.
Thank you.